Mm, 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 mm. That's good. I'm getting everything organized. I've been losing lots of keys lately. I don't know what that means, but maybe I'd be better off with things that can't be locked. I'm breaking out of boxes, taking off these chains. Don't need your expectations. No, I'm building my own name. There's a mute button. Hey. Let's see. Reading some of the comments. Good morning. Good morning. Everything works now. See, I thought we were going to do it without a hiccup. Apparently, I'm so nervous because we're having Rumble Johnson on here today that I screwed that up. But it's all good. Good morning. In the cup right here, it's water. But what I have, obviously, you guys already know my sponsors. Let's get these sponsors knocked out so then we can get into the interview with Rumble Johnson. But you guys know Immune Booster as well as where'd it go? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I have so many. Boom. Energy intensifier. These are brought to you by Cardo Max. Let's watch this video real quick and then we'll get to more stuff. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I see all your good mornings. I see all your good mornings. We'll get to Cardo Max right now.
Hey, you doing? My name's Sean Matson. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Cardomax. And before starting Cardomax, my business partner and I were serving as Navy SEALs all across the globe. And one thing that we found is we need energy, and when we need energy, we need it now. So rather than your typical pre-workout, we developed this product here called Cardomax, which is a liquid energy intensifier. And I'm going to show you a quick demonstration to show you between a generic pre-workout here and our product. So first, you have your pre-workout. Typically, you have to try to find the scoop. Once you find it, first, you dump your serving size, hopefully get it into the bottle of water. You'll notice, one, this turns blue, as well as it all starts to settle to the bottom. This stuff is now something that your body and your kidneys have to digest through your system. So when we developed Cardomax, we developed ours to be a liquid and not a powder. So now let me show you ours. Here it is in this nice little package, easy to take anywhere in the world with you. Put it in a bag, put it in a briefcase. Simply open it up. When you pour it in, you'll notice that it's a liquid and it's clear. So that's one less ingredient that your body has to digest, not this blue nasty stuff here. It's clear, it stays clear the whole time through. There's no shaking, no stirring. Cardomax is a liquid supplement that has 200 milligrams of caffeine as well as BCAAs and 100% of your daily value of B vitamins in this tiny little packet. As you saw, it stays clear through here, so there's no dyes, no colors, and less ingredients that your body now has to digest. Your choices are powder or liquid. The clear choice is Cardomax.
Boom. That's Cardomax. You guys know the promo code is Rocco. You guys go check that out right now. On top of that, we also have Core Medical Group. Check out this video. This is a testosterone replacement company that'll do remote, they call it telemedicine. and they'll ship it directly to your house. Here's a little information on that right now. Core Medical Group, check it out.
My name is Vincent Rocco Vargas. I was a college athlete, then went into the military in 2003 with 2nd of the 75th Ranger Regiment. Did 3 combat deployments, 2 to Afghanistan, 1 to Iraq. After that, I got out of active duty and went into the law enforcement world. I try and do a lot of stuff with veterans and a lot of outreach and hopefully helping more veterans be inspired, motivated, and continue on with their mission. It was actually brought to my attention that they were doing this project. They explained to me what the root of it is, trying to identify some of the things that testosterone replacement therapy can do for veterans, from depression to PTSD, things that it can help with.
The clinical benefits of functional medicine and core medical are real simple. It's going to take a man that's gone through traumatic stress or injury or is in a real rut and bring them back to when they had full-blown excitement, energy, drive like they did when they were in their 20s. It's that simple.
I don't think I've felt this good for a long time. The point when I started this program till now, I almost feel 10 years younger.
Ooh, that is Core Medical, genuinely. So we ended up testing 40 veterans, combat veterans, and 39 of them had low testosterone. So it's something that I think all of you should look into. Very important. And so go check out Core Medical Group. If you guys have questions, hit me up. Another sponsor right here. Check this out. You can get this at dustoff06.com. This is a veteran-owned company as well. This is CBD. I'm using it currently because I'm trying to run. My big old butt running at this weight right now is beating up my body. Oh my God. I'm not gonna lie. My ankles, my feet, my toes, my neck, everything hurts from running. It's been rough. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. I see all of you, even from the comments. We got Twitch, we got Twitter, we got Facebook, we got YouTube. Korea. Look, we got someone from Korea. Hey, what's up? Have a great day, brother. Thank you so much for jumping in here. Another sponsor, you guys know Betterin.com. Let me take my morning Betterin supplements. Better Brain. It's a nootropic. Help me get my thinking on. Currently, while I'm working on a script, while I'm doing school, while I'm working with kids, while I got to figure out a crazy schedule, I got to get my brain right. I'm nervous, man. We're going to have Rumble Johnson in here. And then next week, we're going to have Tim Johnson. No relation. But next week, we're going to have Tim Johnson from Bellator as well. He's going to be fighting Fedor Emelianenko, if I said that right. But what an epic fight opportunity. And then Rumble Johnson coming back out of retirement and fighting right now in the Grand Prix for Bellator. It's pretty exciting for me as an MMA fan. So I'm kind of nervous when he gets in here. It's going to be exciting. I'm going to talk about all the stuff he's got going on. I got a little surprise for him. Some of you might know. But let me get to some of the sponsors. You got Deadeye Outfitters, deadeyeoutfitters.com. There's an outdoor apparel company. They support a lot of veterans. I love that company. You guys go check them out. You got Modern Gun School. Modern Gun School. Where's my banners? There you go. Modern Gun School. There you go. Is a distance learning armor school. You learn how to be an armor in the comfort of your own home. You can use your Voc Rehab. You can use their GI Bill. You can check them out at www.mgs.edu. Charlie Mike's Jerky, charliemikes.com, where you can get their beef jerky. It's a veteran-owned company that makes incredible beef jerky. Weaver Products, you can go to weavergunsandammo.com. We have a really cool thing we're going to be doing here soon with them. It's going to be kind of like a training day for law enforcement officers here in Salt Lake City, Utah. You got Trinidad Jeans. I'll jump to their video in a second. Trinidad Jeans is a denim company, a jean company made by veterans. One veteran in particular went to school for, I think it's 5 different freaking degrees in fashion. He's an 8-year Marine. I'm always supporting my companies like that. You guys saw Cardomax video. It's cardomax.com. You can go to /discount/Rocco for promo code. And you go dustoff06.com for your CBD. And that is all, folks. Oh, and we have a new sponsor. We got to get everything organized, so I'll jump to them next week. But let's watch one more video of a sponsor. How about this? How about a company that I own? Warfire Tobacco?
Warfire Tobacco Company, man. Super proud of being an owner of this company. It's all combat veteran owned. It's been around for a few years now, and the one thing about this, it's veterans who understand the concept of, most of us have our first cigars while overseas. My first cigar was overseas in Mosul in 2005. My buddies would tell me how much they like smoking cigars. I've never smoked one at that time. So we went and bought some, and we sat around and smoked it. And forever I'll remember that moment. It was pretty cool. Little camaraderie action, hanging out with the boys. And I think Warfire Tobacco knows that. There's thousands of veterans out there I know have the same exact story as I do. I don't know, it's been an honor to be a part of this project. Super happy about it. If you guys want to know my favorite cigar, it's, boom, the Garrison 762. And if I want to splurge a little, the Victory cigar, the Victory blend is amazing. Cheers.
If you guys aren't awake yet, here's another video that I like. Oh. Yes. Wake up. Good morning. Our guest is going to show up here soon in a little bit. I got my coffee. I got my immune booster. We're chilling. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What is up? Good morning. I love, one day he's going to see that I play that almost every single day. He might get a little upset about it, but I think it's funny. I'll make new ones this season. You guys know Mayans MC. That's Richard Cabral, incredible actor. And so usually I like to scare him. I think it's fun. I think it's real fun. Man, while we're waiting, any questions of me? Hey, bro, on Facebook. Got it. Someone's just messaged me about Operation Leadership. Well, let's talk offline on that. Just hit me up. We haven't talked about the Major League Baseball trade deadline. I only pay attention to the Dodgers, so it's not a big deal. I don't pay attention to it too much. Season 4 is coming up. You guys have watched Season 3 of Mayans. It's coming up. JD Pardo posted something on Twitter saying we're getting ready, which is nice to hear. Which is real nice to hear. Here, let me see. Have you guys seen this one? I think the quality's bad. Tell me how the quality is in the comments when I play this video right here. Okay, this is a clip from something we filmed here in Salt Lake City. Release it on YouTube. You guys can go check it out. But this is kind of like this is kind of a scene that wasn't really, that didn't make the last cut. But let me tell me how this quality is. Ready? Here we go.
What do you weigh?
What?
There's only 2 things I need from a cellmate. And you don't have hips for one of them.
Oh.
Bro, hold still.
I am.
Man, get in the center.
I am, bro.
How about some motivation?
They say that weight training is actually more beneficial than cardio in long-term heart health.
What?
Push it!
Oh!
Deeper! Yeah!
Ah!
Deeper!
Ah!
All right, that's enough of that stupid freaking video. Oh my god. The quality looks good. It looks terrible on my end. Oh well, that's a terrible video. That's a video with Rob Bailey, one of my idols. I love Rob Bailey. I think he's a freaking really cool person. He came down here to film with us one day, and we were just made a funny scene out of and we're just filming some stuff. But it's all good. I worked in a prison for a while as a corrections officer. I think some weird stuff. VinnyRoc Breaks is doing really good right now. We're having some fun with that. That's been fun. Pulled a really big hit the other night. But we're just waiting on Rumble to jump in here. I got a surprise for him. He's going to love it. I think. There's Weaver right there, my man right there. Good morning, everybody. I see everybody in here. We got Twitch, we got Facebook, I have no one from LinkedIn. Can LinkedIn not comment? I'm curious because I don't think I've ever seen a LinkedIn comment. It's live on LinkedIn right now. Oh, I know you have. Mr. Zapata. What's going on, everybody? So Rumble Johnson's going to be our guest. He has all kinds of cool stuff going on. He's been doing everything in the game. Yeah, Ben, if you don't mind, go ahead, hit up in LinkedIn and just make a comment. Well, let's just see if that even works. I've watched bare knuckle boxing. I actually have the subscription to it. I enjoy it. I think it's kind of it's crazy the different approach that they use in fighting. If you guys are fight fans, it's just, their knuckles are exposed. They have the wrists taped down for hopefully pretty much their hands so they don't break. It's pretty wild. It's pretty wild, but it's fun. I actually thought Rumble was going to be doing bare knuckle boxing, and eventually he went back into MMA, which is cool, and that's something I'm actually going to ask him. Man, my stomach's been messed up. I think all this running is throwing me for a loop. Oh, LinkedIn does work. Well, that's cool. Look we got LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch all moving at once. Exciting. All right, let me see. I'm waiting for my guests to show up. Let me make sure everything is working fine. Let me play what's up? Yeah, I'm gonna keep running. I'm gonna try and get to doing my normal run I used to. It's gonna be difficult because I'm older. My knees won't hold up, I imagine. I don't even know. Either way. While I'm waiting for Rumble real quick, let's watch this from one of our sponsors. Boom, 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 boom. Where is it? I have so many videos on here. Oh, here he is right here. We're just gonna jump on right now. Let me set this up there, Rumble. Hold on. I'm gonna make the background look all cool because I had something made for this. Okay, made that. And then we're gonna remove this. And then I'm gonna add you on right now. Okay. Boom! What's up, dog?
What's
Can you
up,
hear me?
homie? Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah. I know that you normally train around this time, so I appreciate you taking the time to jump in here. Let me change my little link. Bro, so crazy to see that you're back in MMA, dude. What I think that's, to me, is like the biggest thing. That's the shocker, that when I posted the picture that we're going to be doing a podcast, someone's like, dude, didn't he retire? I'm like, well, did he? What made you come back, dude?
DC and Stipe. I watched them fight, and it just made me want to compete some more. That was it. Knowing that I've been at that level before, it just felt like it was something that I just needed to do. I didn't feel like I completed my goal yet.
Yeah, what is that goal?
I know I'm supposed to have a title. I know in my gut I'm supposed to have a title. You know, I don't know when it's going to happen, but eventually it'll happen. I have another title fight coming up.
Yeah.
In this tournament for Bellator, and it's another opportunity. So why not?
Yeah. Well, the crazy thing is that you've kept yourself in like crazy peak performance. Like you've been in shape. And the last time we saw each other, you were massive. You were doing powerlifting, right? That was
but that was fat.
That was fat. Bro, I want that fat. I want that fat. I want that kind of fat because that looked good.
Yeah, that was fat. For sure.
How hard is it for you to get back into fight shape?
Well, before my fight, I had already been moving around and training like a year and a half.
Yeah. Do you do that just as an average workout for yourself anyways? Is that just now how you work out when you want to get in shape?
No. Well, I knew how big I was, so I knew I needed to like get the weight down and stuff like that. Because I thought I was gonna fight heavyweight, and I ended up dieting, but then I ended up getting sick too.
Oh,
you know what I mean? And I just started dropping weight.
Yeah,
and I just couldn't hold anything. So I was, throwing up left and right, and just ended up being sick. So I ended up losing about 20 pounds. It felt like in 2 weeks.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's
so that honestly made up my mind to just keep it going. You
Yeah,
know
you're
what I
like,
mean?
well, if I'm here, I might as well keep going.
Yeah, excuse that. No, that's my
Going
dog.
crazy.
Man.
It's all good, man.
Yeah.
But I remember we talked a little bit about I asked you about bare knuckle boxing. I'm like, hey, do you thinking about that? Because I know bare knuckle boxing is bringing in some fighters, and they're paying really well. And at one point, was that a thought?
No.
Never. Like, never.
I mean, Dave's my guy. Dave Feldman, bare knuckle boxing, not bare knuckle boxing, bare knuckle fighting championship. They're great. And I'm sure Dave would have offered me great money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But those guys are a different kind of beast.
It's a different fight.
Yeah.
It's a whole different fight. It is
they're different.
It looks like a street fight, with more technique.
It's old school. I mean, at the end of the day, that's how we all started.
Right.
That's the original, that's the real way to fight. Just with hands. That's how those guys used to settle everything back then, just with hands.
Yeah, and it's just more technical because everyone knows how to throw a punch instead of just haymakers. And then you still got a lot of haymakers in there either way, right? Like, you just get savage in there.
A lot of those guys, in bare knuckle, they don't come out too injured. You know, they got a couple of cuts and stuff on their face and whatnot, and maybe a broken hand, but it's never like somebody seriously has to get rushed to the hospital.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's kind of like why I think boxing over MMA, boxing has a lot more injuries and even deaths in the ring. I think last year had several because it's like a long sustaining punches to the head that don't knock them out. Yeah. And then in MMA, you get caught with something, you go down.
Yeah. The crazy part to me is that they give you the 10 count.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, you just got your bell rung and like you're pretty much done for. And I do get flash knockouts and stuff like that. It happens.
Yeah, I mean, your last fight was a kind of a close one.
Oh, boy, he rocked me on that one. I didn't see it coming. Like
I was nervous, bro.
I didn't even know I got hit. You saw me after the fight.
Yeah.
But when Jose hit me, he had a good guard up, and I'm not going to take anything away from him. He was turned to his left a little bit. And that torque that he had was like perfect. He timed it perfect and came with a left hook, caught me. When I think about it, I remember getting hit.
Yeah.
But I didn't think I was hurt.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I was thinking I was just kind of off balance some kind of way. I just didn't realize it was a punch that did that to me.
Yeah.
And on my way down to the ground after he like clipped me, I told myself, brace for impact.
Yeah.
Whenever I hit the ground, I was, I put my hands down and caught myself. And usually when guys are rocked or whatever, they just face plant. You know what I mean? Once I found myself, my arms were still straight. You know what I'm saying? I didn't face plant. I said, all right, I'm good.
Yeah. And then you just kept.
And he was still.
Yeah, you kept in the scrap.
Yeah. He kept going crazy on me, you know what I mean? But I was honestly determined just not to be submitted and just keep fighting. Usually when people get my back, I'm like, man, this ain't a fight. These dudes are trying to do something different, right. So I usually, I'm like, you can have that, dog. Get off my back. You know what I'm saying? I'm not with that. But this time I was at another level mentally and was like, I can't do this to myself. I can't let this happen. So
yeah. I mean,
I had to keep fighting.
You're making a big comeback, right? We get older, so I think you probably have more of a mentality of like, this is a serious run at it. Like I guess we're in different mental spaces. You know what I'm saying? So you probably have more fight this time than anything. Like, no, we're gonna fight this one out.
Well, I was supposed to fight Yoel.
Oh, that's right.
He's a monster. So,
bro, that dude's scary.
Yeah, he's dangerous, but I knew Jose was more dangerous because he had nothing to lose.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I knew he had nothing to lose. I'm like, this dude is more dangerous than anybody in the tournament. He's definitely trying to win. He's trying to prove himself.
Yeah.
And he damn near pulled it off.
Bro,
but I'm glad. No, like I'm not taking anything away from him again, but I ain't gonna lie. I'm kind of glad that he punched me in the forehead and broke his hand. I think that saved me a little bit.
Yeah. Well, then the next round you end up catching him with one of your punches, and that pretty much was solidified that much.
Yeah, I saw it coming though. He kept pumping his jab out there, and I was like, I'm gonna end up timing you.
Yeah, and that's kind of how it is.
Yeah,
you know, I've sparred enough.
That's what happened.
Yeah, I've sparred enough and gotten to done some boxing and shit like that where you see a hole and you're like, oh, that's where I'm gonna beat him. Like as soon as I see it again, or if I could time it, it's on. And you know, it just takes a few rounds to figure that out, or just a couple minutes to figure out where a hole is.
Well, the first round, you know, you're still kind of figuring each other out.
Yeah.
You know, I usually don't get to figure many people out in the first round, but this time I had to.
Oh my!
It was cool, man. I had the fight week was fun, man. You know, I ain't gonna lie. I like the fact that there was no crowd. That was different, but there was no crowd. Bellator did a great job of making sure everybody was following the protocol.
Yeah. For
COVID testing and, you know, staying in our rooms and whatnot, not being around people. They protected us very well. And I loved it, you know. Yeah. And it was just very quiet. So I just felt like not even, you know, they stopped the distractions. I just felt like, man, I'm at peace right now. There's not, you know, people everywhere that's, hey, let me take a picture. Let me do this. Let me do that. Or can I have this? Can I have that? Or, you know, somebody constantly trying to get your attention. I was like, wow, this is the first week I've ever had a chance just to relax and focus like I needed to and just be chill.
Is there a lot of pressure with a full crowd? Like a big old crowd? I mean, do you have a little bit of pressure you kind of put on yourself by wanting to impress or wanting to please them?
Well, now there's no pressure. I'm too old for that. When I was younger, the crowd can get you going.
Yeah.
The crowd can get you going, you know. Walking out to the octagon it's you get tunnel vision. Depends on what mind frame you're in. You know, I usually get tunnel vision, but once I'm in there and I hit somebody and the crowd usually goes, you know, screaming and whatnot, I'm like, man, I gotta get him now. You know what I'm saying? I gotta go ahead and finish this dude off. The crowd is like pumping me up to like go crazy.
Yeah, and that could throw you off your game. That could throw you off your game plan.
It can. But you also want to make it entertaining for the fans.
That's what sells tickets too, right? It's the balance of it all.
Exactly.
Right, there's guys like Damian Maia. I'm not a fan of watching him fight because like he's a jiu-jitsu guy and he's a practitioner and he's talented. He's dope. He's great. All that. But when he fights, I know what he's going to do. And it's not interesting for me as a fan of, I love watching MMA because of the talented kicks and boxing, the strategies of it all. But when it comes to just a straight jiu-jitsu match, I'd rather be watching a jiu-jitsu match. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so when he fights, I'm not that interested. And no offense, like I said, the guy's talented. He's a stud.
Oh, yeah.
I love watching people like Justin Gaethje is one of my favorite. You are one of my favorite dudes to watch, right? Justin Gaethje is one of my favorite dudes to watch because
Justin Bangs.
Bro, it's fun to watch dudes go in and say, let's go.
I've been a fan of Justin ever since we were in, it's called PFL now, but World Series of Fighting. When we had that, Justin was just wrecking people.
Yeah, he's one of those dudes.
And I think in every organization he's been in, he's put on a spectacular show. Win or lose, at World Series of Fighting, him and Baboon were two killers that were just like, put it like this, those two fought like Rory McDonald and Robbie Lawler.
Dude,
you know what I'm saying?
Greatest fights.
Yeah. So I'm a big fan of both of those guys.
Yeah, man. Hey, how about this in your Grand Prix? We'll talk about this now because I want to talk about business and all the stuff that you're into after. So we'll just talk since we're on MMA. We'll just keep going on that. The Grand Prix that you're in right now, when you get past this next fighter, you have two fighters that you got Bader and Corey. Two fighters. If you had to choose one, does it matter or either one you feel really confident with?
I mean, I feel confident with both.
Yeah.
And both are studs. You know what I
Both are
mean?
studs. They both have their thing, right?
Yeah, they're monsters. Bader is he's Bader. He's still a good fighter. He does
He's
his
a monster,
thing.
physically
Yeah,
monster. He's got the hands that can knock you out. You
he
know,
does his thing. Bader does his thing, but I'm really enjoying seeing the rise of Corey Anderson.
it's a buddy of mine, man, and
No, he's a friend of mine too. But overall, like
Yeah.
I've always been a fan of Corey. You know what I mean? But now I feel like he's truly coming into his own.
Yeah, I love how everything's a strategic play with him, and I
Yeah.
love that because I think it's smart in fighting to have a plan and not just try and go out there and bang sometimes. And I think that's what's been his success is being a very smart fighter. I think it's like his fight IQ is high, man. They do
His team is amazing. So he's got a solid camp.
Yeah.
So I mean, everybody right now, everybody in the semis is like
crazy, bro.
Crazy. The belt the belt could stay with Nemkov, or it could be traded. It could be traded around. Like, you know, I could win it, then the next round for the finals, I could lose it. It's crazy. I think it's a great thing right now for us.
Oh, it's wild, man. It's wild. Well, dude, let's talk about some of the businesses. I know that you've when you first retired from fighting, that's what I remember we talked about, that you started getting into business and doing different things. You have Rumble Time Consultants, you have Rumble Time Holdings, you have your own coffee. I mean, what made you get into becoming an entrepreneur?
I've always wanted to be in business.
Yeah.
I know I'm supposed to be something bigger than just a fighter. You know, ever since I was a kid, you know, I thought I would be an NFL player.
Yeah.
Because I was obsessed with football growing up. You know, I thought I was going to play for. This is my thing. I always told my granddad that, you know, I'm from the country. We used to load up bales of hay on the truck, you know, and you know, they have extended beds or whatever you want to call it, you know, and you can only put one big ass bale of hay on a truck. You know what I mean? I'm in the country. We would drive it maybe a mile down the road, but that was it. You know, I would always tell my granddad, I'm gonna buy you a truck that you can put 3 or 4 or 5 bales of hay on it. Not like I mean like the big ass.
Yeah.
Like, so, you know, that being a kid, your imagination is like that, you know?
Yeah.
And, but I remember watching football and I was like, I remember watching football and I was like, man, I'm gonna play for the Detroit Tigers. Not knowing that I was actually looking at the Cincinnati Bengals.
I'm like, wait a minute, Detroit Tigers. I'm pretty sure that's a baseball team, but all right.
Yeah. So I was like, because think about it, dude. The Cincinnati Bengals got some dope ass uniforms, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You know, look at the helmet. You know what I'm saying? That they separate themselves from the rest with that helmet, in my opinion. So I was always like, man, I'm gonna play for the Detroit Tigers. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing that Detroit Tigers were really the Detroit Lions. So, you know, I always thought I was gonna play football, man, and just, you know, be massive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I had dreams of just being massive.
What happened in football?
I just decided to wrestle.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
To college, you know, football is cool. You know, it's you and 10 other people out there.
Yeah.
Hold on for a second.
You're fine.
10 other guys, you know what I mean? And I was a running back. And, you know, I was being recruited and whatnot. And I'm like, man, you just never know. That dude on the other side of the ball may be the next Ray Lewis. You know?
Yep.
And no matter whoever your line is, if they screw up, it can be the guard, center, tackle, tight end, it doesn't matter. If they screw up, nobody can make them correct their mistakes except for them.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know what? I don't want to go through that. I'd rather wrestle and it'd be one-on-one competition.
Yeah.
And if I screw up, I can fix it instead of relying on another individual to correct their mistake. So I just stuck with wrestling, and it was the best choice I've made.
Yeah. When wrestling transitions you into MMA.
Yeah.
I think that's been the biggest foundation you've seen, you know, like through the evolution of MMA, where it started with a lot of people doing jiu-jitsu and then boxing and then the ground and pound, all these different things kind of shifted. And now you get to a space where a lot of the wrestlers have a really strong foundation and a lot of success. I mean, look at, I mean, the three in the Grand Prix. I don't know Nemkov's background, but you.
Sambo, I think he's Sambo.
Sambo, yeah, Sambo's huge in Russia, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And
But
so
that's legit though. Sambo's legit.
Bro, Sambo's, isn't that the same as what Emilio, man, Fedor? Fedor's a Sambo.
That's his trainer. Yeah.
Oh,
so I got my hands full, man. I have my hands full. I look forward to the challenge though. I mean, the guy is young, he's hungry, he's talented, athletic. I mean, he looks strong, he's consistent. You know, he can take damage and give it back to you. To me, Nemkov is probably the toughest opponent I've ever faced.
Yeah, I can see that. He's
legit. He's legit.
Yeah, the dude's dope.
And then the crazy part about it is, if he was American, he'll be big.
Yeah.
But the fact that he's right, he may be big over there, but like, you know how it works.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but nothing but mad love and props to him, man. But I look forward to competing against him. But
I don't think if you land a punch, I don't know anyone in any organization who can take one right on the chin from you and keep moving.
I try to keep it that way. You know, when it comes to fighting and knocking out, I used to try and rush it.
Yeah.
You know, now I'm a lot more calm and relaxed. So I probably do something crazy, but I just don't know when.
Yeah. Well, I've seen every kind of fighter as they've gotten older in their careers, might be more mature. Like Overeem to me changed his whole fight style.
Who?
Overeem. He changed his whole fight style late in his career to like now he waits instead of like attacks. And that threw me. I was like, man, why? But as you get older, I think you become a little bit smarter in how you fight.
Well, he started getting cracked too.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
He had no choice. He kind of had no choice. I mean, he was fighting before UFC. He was fighting Beast.
Oh, he's been fighting. He's has one of the cool careers of the mixed martial art world.
Yeah, he's a true legend for sure. Win or lose, because even when he lost, it was epic. If he won, it was epic. So everything that he was doing was like pretty epic.
Yeah, so he probably had to shift gears a little bit to make sure he could protect his chin more often.
Yeah. His chances were better for sure.
Dude, so tell me, how'd you get into coffee?
My boy Justin. You know, I met him. He hit me up one time and wanted me to come to LA and do an event for him, like more like a meet and greet.
Yeah.
And he wanted me to be like the special guest. So I went there and just network and met a ton of cool, chefs and growers and whatnot at the event. It wasn't that big. Yeah. It was maybe let's say 30 to 40 people.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, rooftop, but whenever you walked in the building, you definitely knew where you were. You know what I'm saying? And him and I and his brother Doobie just became real cool. And Justin was showing the coffee. Yeah. Because him and another guy, Justin, Mark, and Joe started Action. They actually started it. And I was like, man, let me try that out.
Yeah.
And he sent it to me and I was like, yo, this is actually really good. And then after that, he was like, yo, you want to be a partner? After like some discussion and, whatnot. And I was like, why not? Why not? I believe in the product. It's a good brand, good product, great guys. I truly believe that the rest of the world will like it.
Yeah.
It's just about the marketing and keep pushing it.
Always.
We got to keep doing that. And I think everybody that's part of the team is doing great with that.
Where can someone find that right now that's listening? We're live.
Action Coffee. It's Action Coffee, right? Drinkaction.com.
Drinkaction.com.
Yeah.
Cool. Somebody post that in there real quick. We'll put it in the comments as well. And I'll make sure we throw a link up there for you. Yeah,
drinkaction.com. And you can use code Rumble. You get 20% off. And there's no pesticides, no insecticides, nothing. The order isn't processed until, nothing's processed until an order is made.
Oh,
You know,
nice.
so we try and get everything fresh and organic as possible.
That's dope, dude.
The beans are, washed with spring water. You can get it ground, whole bean, K-cup. So it's from Antigua, Guatemala. It's good. It's some good stuff. It's some good stuff.
I like it. I like it. And Rumble Consultants and Holdings, dude. What's up with all that?
Yeah, that's part of the marijuana business.
Hey.
My squad with those guys are heavy hitters.
Yeah.
Two of my guys on Wall Street. So they are like busy all the time. So it's a little hard to get stuff scheduled, like a conference call. You know what I mean? They work so late.
Right.
You know what I mean? But even when they're working late, they may not be able to get on a call because they're working out a deal for us.
Yeah, business is business, dude. Business.
Yeah, business. So, but it's coming along, man. It's coming along real good. We have a couple of other partners, a part of the Rumble Time Holdings and stuff like that. But takes time. Takes time getting in this business. Everybody thinks that just because you have a little bit of a connection that you got the whole connection if you got that. And I'm like, it doesn't work that way.
And it takes more than just having a following to just, to generate sales and reoccurring customers and everything else. Like it's genuinely having a good product. And there's a lot of partnerships and deals and things that need to be done to have a successful business. And it is a grind. Like daily, I own multiple small companies, right? Like a serial entrepreneur. Cigars, that one's we're always hustling that. I still own whiskey, right? I still own whiskey. I own a barbershop down the street, and every single one of these things takes their own kind of nurturing that has to happen to try and make sure it maintains and keeps doing well or does better. Bro, it is it's a job. But I love it.
I'm part of the company, and I know I'm also the face of the company, and the job I have to do isn't as stressful as like, the marketing side and the guys who have to come up with the product and whatnot. So for me, my job is pretty easy compared to what the others have to do. So honestly, I give them credit for, the company being successful as it is right now. And we're still small, but we're getting up there. But I'm just a pretty face. They're hard workers.
I love it, dude. I got a picture of something I want to show you. I'm going to bring it up on the screen and then I'm going to remove it, but I want you to tell me what it's all about because I saw this and I was like, man, I got to ask you about it. And I never did. So here you go. You ready? Bro, what was this all about? I loved it though.
Dude, I was approached by Substar something. It was whatever. It was supposed to be a jiu-jitsu match. You know what I mean? For a lot of the competitors, Cyborg competed in it. What's his name? Lovato, the old boy named Lovato. He competed in it against Cyborg. So there was some great, grappling matches there. But just to throw it off a little bit, they wanted to do a sumo match.
Yeah.
And they asked me to try it, and I was like, dude, I got one life to live. Why not? Not many people get asked to do something like that.
Never.
So, and they told me the guy, and they showed me the pictures. I'm like, fuck, he's big. What I'm saying? And I was about to say I'm not a nudist or anything like that, but dude, just knowing that I had to put that fire hose around me it was different.
There was other pictures I didn't want to bring up because I was like, no, not that picture. I got to find one that's.
A lot of it had my ass hanging out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not with that. And I was in front of a crowd and had like a fire hose that looked like a thong going in my ass. It was just weird,
Yeah.
And then when you do it, like, dude, check this. When you start putting that, whatever, I don't know what you call it right now. I can't. It's not in the back of my head or anything, but putting that thing on, dude, is like work. You know what I'm saying? You gotta like fold it, pull it up to like your chest. You gotta have somebody. You gotta put it between your legs and grab the other part. Then you gotta have somebody else behind you. Then you gotta squat. Then they gotta like wrap it around your stomach and do all kind of Chinese twist. You know what I'm saying, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
But I was like, you know what, screw it.
It looked cool. It would look cool.
It was fun. It was fun. I was out of my element, and that's what I wanted to do. It was something that I wasn't comfortable with, but I was determined to do it anyway.
Yeah.
And just walking out and I guess my towel and just dropping it and then walking on stage. It's a different feeling. You know, you feel very vulnerable out there. You feel
and sumo itself is such a challenge. Those guys, they kind of prepare their whole life for that. And, you know, it's a different world of just, you know, like, how do you score points? Just pushing them out of the ring, right? And so
push them out of the circle, whatever you call it. That's not my sport, so I can't tell you specific names or anything.
Yeah.
Push them out of the circle. Or if they lose their balance and their hands touch the ground, that's the end of it. Yeah. And going against this guy, I mean, you see the size difference.
Yes.
I was like, I'm gonna try, and it's a science to doing that. You know, a lot of people think you just push and drive your feet. It's way more to it than that. I trained for, I think, about a week.
Yeah, it almost looks
obviously that wasn't enough time, but I learned some stuff. You know what I mean, on how the movement goes and how they work.
It looks like an old lineman, almost like an offensive lineman kind of doing their thing.
No, you do. You have to keep your hands going like this to keep them off balance.
Yeah.
And, you know, in football, you know, you just drive. You drive on your toes and keep going forward. This one, you have to have your feet like this and slide. Because if you just imagine you driving like an offensive tackle or whatever, and your foot is up here compared to the other one.
Yeah.
It can move you because you're off balance then. So you got to keep your feet spread out and on the ground as much as possible and slide. You can't chop your feet. You can't. So
you plan on doing it ever again?
Huh?
You plan on doing it ever again?
I'll do it again. I'm not afraid of those dudes, man. I'll do it again.
I don't know if I'd ever do it. I mean, look, that's not my world.
It's not mine either, but, you know, it was a challenge, so I was with it.
That's cool, man. Well, dude, we'll wrap it up here soon, but I went to one of my friends and who's an expert in martial arts, and he wanted to give you a message to help you prepare for this next fight. And so he made a video for you. I'm going to play it right now. Okay. And I'm just going to set up the background so it'll be just his screen, and here we go. You guys know who Master Ken is.
Master Ken here with a special message for Rumble Johnson. I understand that you have a Bellator fight coming up against Vadim Nemkov. And even though I think MMA is a bunch of bullshit, I'm going to give you some fighting advice. Number one, wear red. Russians love red, okay? And it makes them angry when they see it, so it clouds their judgment. Number two, get some vodka. Sneak it into the ring, okay? And sprinkle it on your skin all the way up to the shoulder. Him being a Russian, he will smell it and lick it up until he's nice and close to your head, and boom, okay? Headbutting to knock him down. Then, as always, re-stomp that groin. Stomp him right in the snowballs. Utilize that technique. I guarantee you will win. Good luck, and remember, always re-stomp that groin.
That's Master Ken right there.
He's got good advice, but the thing about it, I love red. I love red.
Yeah.
You know, that's my favorite color. But the part that gives Nemkov the advantage is vodka.
Vodka. It might power him up.
They live on vodka, dude. So that man will probably get, you know, superpowers if he starts getting some vodka in him, you know.
Yeah,
so
but that's
I love
Ken, man. He's a funny dude. He said he'd do a cool video for you, and I thought it was awesome, man. And
yeah, I love it. I love it. Tell him I said thank you.
For sure. I'll get it posted later today. But dude, thank you so much for just spending the time with us, man, and joining me on my podcast. Obviously, I got to come out there and see you here soon. But again, man, any sponsors you want to promote now, you're more than welcome to. Give them all the love you want.
Action Coffee, you know, my company. I just signed with Rain Energy. So
Nice.
them. What else we got?
You already talked about consulting.
Yeah, you already talked about the consulting and whatnot.
Yeah.
That's Julie, she helps me out with everything. But that's about it, man. You know, and you guys, my boys at Core, Sid, you know, my team, Sanford MMA, you know, everybody back home and all the fans, man, you know, we wouldn't be here. You and I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them.
Sure, bro.
You know, and them supporting us and whatnot, and our family and friends. So I just want to send a shout out to everybody.
Awesome, bro. Well, I appreciate it, man. And good luck on your fight. You know what I'm saying? If you need anything from me, please let me know.
Sure.
Been exciting to watch you back in there, dude. And, you know, I tell my wife, like, watch, you got to watch it. So we're excited, man. We're big fans of it. And just be healthy, you know, stay healthy and be safe, brother.
All right. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it.
For sure, bro.
All right, man. Take care.
Later, brother. All right, y'all. We are almost done. That was freaking awesome. Rumble Johnson is a stud and a good buddy, and that was just cool to have him on here. Anything else you guys want to comment on? Go check out his companies. Give him some love, and go check out his fight. Massican hooked it up with this incredible video today. I thought that was super dope. We're about to wrap this up. Again, thank all of you for showing up today. Next week, if I could schedule, I have Tim Johnson, who's a Army veteran, currently doing his reserve work. He's doing God's work right now. He's going to be fighting Fedor, which is crazy. And so we have an interview with him next week. I believe it is, if I could schedule it, or another time. But either way, don't forget to check out the sponsors. Before we go, let's see a little bit about Hero Sports.
My name is Mike Barker, founder of Hero Sports. We're out here playing some softball tonight. Hero Sports is a nonprofit organization for veterans and service members, an organization to increase your health and wellness. Find yourself once you get out of the military.
My name's Adrian. I was military police in the Army for about 11 years. When I returned in 2012, I didn't really have a home. Learned about Hero Sports, and it's amazing. I've been able to play softball. I've been able to get into other avenues.
My name is Bryant Jacobs. I met Vince and asked me what my goals were, and I told him I had always wanted to play softball, so he looked at me and said, set it up.
The biggest thing for me is just showing up, right? Get these guys here to the field. It's in itself is important. I guess that's the big win, right?
All right, everybody. You guys have a good day. God bless every single one of you. Stay at it. Keep running. Keep moving. And, I love you.